Everybody, Craig Adams here. This is a solo update podcast. I try to do one of these by myself every month to update you on what's going on. I don't even know. Let's figure it out together. Apple HomeKit. So they distinctly told me not to talk about it, like the back end working, but I was surprised when they reached out and wanted to work with me. I think Sarah Dici was the one that led them my direction. So thank you, Sarah. I'm not sure if you did, but thank you. And they gave me some free stuff. I'm not really attached to this apartment. Sure, I love the idea of making an apartment smart and Wi-Fi connecting my light bulb and outlets, but I uploaded how travel creators make bread. And it was yet again another how you can make money as an influencer video. I've made a bunch in the past and people are starting to make fun of the fact that I keep making them. But then again, the bread joke and the fireplace joke came out of that video, so it was worth it in the end, I would say. I for sure need to make a Get That Bread music video, and I do want to start doing some music. I want to make music videos and songs because I think that would be really fun. A lot of the smart appliances were uploaded in what I'm calling now Smart House on YouTube, and it was a typical New York City hodgepodge kind of a vlog. A lot of different random days and random things being put into one video. I'm not sure you liked that aspect of it. There wasn't a single idea, but I had the footage and I made a video. So what are you gonna do about it? I traveled to San Francisco for the holidays with India. This was my third time spending the holidays with her family there. We saw the sights and it was relaxing and nice, but I still had my camera and I was also testing the anamorphic, the Zion Crane gimbal thing with my phone. So I was on a vacation, but also filming. I bought a Nintendo Switch and Jonah, my friend here in Brooklyn, lent me Zelda Breath of the Wild. I played it. I beat the whole game and then I returned my Switch because I bought it on Amazon and you can return things really easily with no questions asked on Amazon. But I did buy almost $200 worth of digital games on the Nintendo store and you cannot return those. So Winter Craig is weird. I gotta play some video games, but then once the urge is gone, I'm like, no. Okay, that was a bit intense. My apologies to the viewers. Yeah, holidays are weird for me, especially Christmas. I don't talk about it much, but I'm just very agnostic. I don't operate my life based on religious views at all. So religious holidays are strange to me. And even more so consumeristic, like let's buy things to show each other how much we care holidays. Like that's Easter to me, that's Christmas. Halloween is so commercial. I'm not like fight the commercial like anarchy, bro. I don't want to be like that hipster millennial being like material items, but still like fuck, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't hate Christmas. I love the idea of getting to see friends and family, and I get the whole gift giving thing, but I just don't see why it can't be all the time, like whenever. Why does it have to be like a certain day to do this? It's just strange and silly to me. I also hate the idea of like, I'll get you a $20 gift if you get me a $20 gift. I'm just a weird guy. I don't accept gifts very well. I feel bad because I don't want to keep any of it because I'm so particular with what I own and keep, like to a maddening degree. So I feel bad when people give me stuff that I'm going to give back or donate or just throw away. I feel bad. I wish that as a kid, I never got any toys or things like that. I maybe something creative, that's a good thing, like a book or something, but instead of giving me some crap I don't need, give me experiences, food, or stocks. I wish I just got like $100 worth of stocks for my birthday every year that I just invested into like whatever. I need to stop saying like whatever and I don't know. I'm sorry. I need to stop apologizing. Fuck. India and her family took me to Yosemite because it's a yearly tradition for them stretching back decades. And it was a pleasure. It was really nice. But the government was shut down, so it was a little strange. We went in, no entry fee. I didn't see any rangers or people. There were people working like the hotels and the food places, but they were severely understaffed because around this time of year, they expect this amount of people. But when there's the gates are open and there's no entry fee, a ton of people flock in. So it was chaos. It was like wait an hour to get a pizza kind of apocalypse. And of course, I did not have my drone when I was there because it's a national park and I respect national parks. Now, don't fly drones in Yosemite. I went hiking and that was fun. I want to try to post way less to my Instagram stories in 2019 just because I want to focus more on the quality of what I do upload. And I think that will automatically happen, or it'll be easier to do so if I just post like half the amount that I normally do. And plus I'll be spending less time uploading to Instagram and enjoying life. I rebuilt my website. Flip, flop, flip. If you're following me and you saw deleted my website and now you're reading this, I rebuilt my website. I know. I really underestimated the value that it brings my audience, regardless of the money that Amazon affiliate brings in from people clicking on things that I recommend and then buying it, and I get a commission. It's like valuable for people, for me to organize that information and to just make it accessible, because as much as I kind of hate it, a lot of my content does revolve around this idea of here's what I have. It's always kind of shifting and evolving, but I'm very intentional with the things and the tools that I use to create. And I think it looks great. You should check it out, craigadams.com. It's got all my social media, all of my gear, little 2-line descriptions of what I use and how. It's built on Squarespace with a Foster theme. And it literally took me not even a day to rebuild from scratch. So let me know if you want me to make like a proper tutorial on how you can create your own, because it's practically kit.com as a website on my own. I love my podcast because it's on its own. I get to control everything that I upload. I'm trying to keep sponsors away from it. My gear on my website, my podcast on my website, it's starting to make sense. I don't want to depend on these large tech companies too much. What I hope to live like in the next few months, it's loop, travel, go on adventures, take risks, capture the experience, return to where I'm comfortable, hide, edit, relax, stay off social media, upload, be patient, respond to feedback, thank those who support me, thank you, reflect, and then plan my next trip, do it all over again. That sounds nice, right? I'm excited. I uploaded to YouTube my iPhone XS Cinematic Zion Smooth 4 Plus Filmic Pro video. And this was a sponsored video by Zion, meaning I made probably close to $3,000 to integrate their product into a video. I spent about a month walking around, shooting different things, testing it out. I'm not the kind of guy to just make like a first impression video and call it a review. There's a difference between like, I just unboxed this and this is what I expect it to do, versus I actually used it on a trip, on a project that I typically do, and here's the experience with proof. I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't have used it on my own. As much as I want to get into mobile filmmaking, I think there are better options, and you can see those options on my website, craigadams.com. But I tried to use it, and I think I gave an honest review. And thank you, Zion, for sponsoring that video. I would like to do more stuff in the future. Reviews are weird, especially when sponsors are mixed into it, because you typically just upload reviews of things that you like. Because if you end up having a piece of gear or something that you don't like and you don't want to use, I don't know, it feels weird making a video about it and like bashing it. I took an Amtrak train up north and visited my parents' house in Rochester for a few days. Got to pet my pups, burn some shit, walk around in the woods, be alone for a little bit. The Wi-Fi is terrible, so I wasn't on social media too much. It was a nice little detox and relaxing time. Following up on that Zion Smooth 4 video, I bought a DJI Osmo Pocket, and I attended their launch event in New York City, got to play with it a tiny bit, but after using the Smooth 4, I'm like, I kind of want a little device that can do all of that but better. So I have it. I like it so far, but I'm still testing it. I need to take it on an actual trip before I make a review video. Oh, Tim Kellner. He uploaded his Alaska film. And this is someone that is a huge inspiration to me. And I've been contacting, I would love to link up and form a relationship with him, and then eventually try to have him on an interview or shoot some kind of stuff with him, or maybe go on a trip. Maybe we'll be best friends. I don't know. But I really respect his stuff. And the fact that he just sat on that footage so much, he probably shot a ton and then just picked exactly, you know what, you should just go watch it, search Tim to the Wild, Alaska, you'll see it on YouTube. You should check out his stuff. If you're watching my stuff, you should definitely subscribe to him. And real quick, I just want to shout out this crazy setup I have with this mirror, just so I can make sure that my camera is still recording. I need a flip out screen, but hey, I'm making it work. I uploaded Yosemite to YouTube, but it was kind of 2 videos in one. San Francisco in the beginning, and then Yosemite at the end with a little bit of hiking. As much as I can, I would like to shoot 1 video, 1 storyline. From Rochester, I took a train over to Buffalo, New York, which is a city I haven't been in a while. I graduated from Buffalo State in 2013, so it's been some time. It's still a crazy city that is built upon wings and pizza. You walk down any street, you'll run across 4 or 5. It's like New York City, Manhattan is to Starbucks as Buffalo is to chicken finger subs. I mainly went there to meet and hang out with Becky and Chris, who have an awesome YouTube channel. Yeah, it was really nice to hang out with them. We grabbed some dinner. They showed me around a little bit, gave me some recommendations for breakfast in the morning, and we recorded a podcast, and that's up. You should go listen to that if you like their stuff. They fly helicopters. They operate in hospitals. They shoot photos and do design stuff. They're cool. I have been working out a ton, probably more so than I ever have. And I had a back problem, like a pinched nerve, and that's completely healed, completely fixed after I started lifting and doing more upper body workouts. Been running as much as I can inside. I did some in San Francisco and of course hiking in Yosemite, but treadmills suck. I need to get somewhere warm as soon as possible or I'm going to lose my mind. I'm also cooking a ton more. It's been nice to go out, buy groceries, vegetables, green things, peppers, trying to eat healthy, but also eating ramen almost every day because money. But hey, I'm working out, so that compensates for the sodium intake, I guess. I just got to sweat it out. I've been reading and listening to audiobooks, mainly about AI, and I do want to do proper book reports. I need to take notes, but I want to review and reflect on the media that I consume. I think that should be a part of what I do because it informs the decisions I make in the real world. YouTube suggested a video to me that was like an hour and a half long. I watched all of it. It was called 40 Miles Alone on the Timberland Trail, made by a group of hikers called Adventure Archives. And it makes me want to go out and hike and shoot videos, especially with Curtis, because he's much better. And he'll take me on some weird stuff, some crazy, scary peaks and long hikes. I updated the banner image on my YouTube channel. I hope you noticed. I think it's good. I like it. It's from Yosemite. I think it's much better than the basic white minimalist thing I had going on before. So many people keep asking me about the MacBook Air. What happened? Where is it? Why aren't you using it? So that, I'm not supposed to say it, but it was a gift from Apple. I'm not allowed to sell it. I'm not allowed to get rid of it, but honestly, I don't think they care. I hope they don't listen to this podcast, but whatever. I gave the MacBook Air to India because it's pink and small and awesome, and I think she deserved it, and I think she likes it, so that I'm not using it at all. Still using the original MacBook Pro from 2016, fully spec'd out, 1 terabyte. Check out my website, craighams.com, if you want to see the specs. This thing's a beast. I love this. This totally works. I'm going to use that till it dies. This is a big one. I decided to take back full ownership of wedding film school. If you have been following my journey, that was a big thing about a year ago. Me transitioning away from weddings full time into this channel. It's definitely one of the missteps that I've taken, and I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't go back, but I've learned a lot about selling assets, managing people, setting expectations, and we're totally cool. You know, Scott is a great guy, so it could have been a difficult situation, but he's very professional, very organized, and a good communicator. We had a few chats, and I took back full, administration over all of the accounts and the information, set the record straight for email communications with possible sponsors, etc. And I've got it all. I streamlined as much as I could. I updated all the descriptions and links across everything, updated some of the design elements across the social medias, and pared it down to just the essentials, I guess, right now. So it's operating in like ready to go mode, but just chilling. Does this mean I'm going to start shooting weddings again? Probably not. I think I can own and operate the channel and put a spotlight on those who can teach and those who are inspirational without actually shooting my own weddings. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I officially started casting a wedding behind the scenes series for the channel where I call for submissions or reach out to other wedding filmmakers that I want to shoot. I go to their wedding, I shoot them as they shoot their wedding with permission of the bride and groom, of course. And then I produce like a little series, like a little episode for each wedding. I interview people about the process, what gear they're using, and then I follow up with the final film and show that. So I'm looking for people to do that. And after my experience doing it for my own weddings, I know that this is like the perfect content for the channel to not only educate, but entertain and inspire. And other people shoot weddings different and better than I ever did. So why not put them on blast? And I can act as a producer, a director, and I plan on shooting and editing. I want to have complete creative control at this point because I've got nothing but time and energy and effort, and I got to make some money. So let's do it. If you want information on that, you can check weddingfilm.school. That's the website. Everything is up there. I uploaded my minimalist wardrobe video, which is an idea that I've been working on and contemplating for the last month or so. I wanted to do something different, obviously, than who I was inspired by, Matt Diavella. And I settled on doing this Wii Sports themed dance intro that is just absolutely ridiculous. It was a relatively short video. I followed up with like answering a couple questions and talking through my thoughts and process because I'm depending pretty heavily on people just going to the website to see the gear and descriptions. So I didn't want to go through each item. I just wanted to be a quick video, but everyone hung up over one little mess up kind of, where I talk about how I plan on renting clothes and then returning it, which is something honestly I've never done. And I had other things in my notes for what I wanted to say. I don't plan on doing that. What I meant is I shop on Amazon and they have Amazon Wardrobe, which is they want you to try clothes for 7 days. But that dancing Wii intro, am I right? I just uploaded that part to Instagram as a post and to Twitter as a video. And I think those almost kind of did better than the YouTube video. We'll see going forward, but damn, little micro content on social media is fucking popping. The Twitter video right now is like at 25,000 views, which is the most I've ever had for any Twitter upload. So that's interesting. What helped that was probably the Minimalists account retweeting it. So I got a ton of like minimalist people commenting and being like, I don't understand this. What is this? So thanks, Jordan. And Julian Solomita commented, I'm glad I logged into Twitter today, which I thought was funny. I love his stuff. I've been watching Jenna and Julian's vlogs and podcast and gaming channel for years now. So I really cherish those little comments from the people that I look up to. By the way, I have Twitter notifications set to only alert me if the person follows me. I don't know if that's weird or not. So I miss a lot of comments sometimes, but I think that's okay, right? Because I want to add more value to the people who are following me versus any old person who tweets and comments. And Twitter, holy shit. I look at the screen time feature on my iPhone. Twitter's always at the top. It's like, you spend way too much time on the app, Kraig. So I need to reel that in a little bit going forward, not spend so much time on Twitter. And holy crap, don't keep your phone near your bed, because going to sleep and then being like, is unhealthy. So that's something I've been trying to curb. No more. Charge your phone on a cable in a separate room and then set your alarm so that you have to wake up and come get it in the morning. But damn, millennials and their social media, am I right? I'm starting to appreciate organic, hey friend, you have to check this out discovery versus YouTube, Google's SEO discoverability. Meaning, yeah, YouTube's great for people finding your stuff because they search it, how-to and tutorial review videos especially. Google search shows your video versus Twitter and Instagram. People aren't really searching for content. It's all referral based. So someone usually has to like send it to another person and be like, hey, I loved this. Check this out. Ha ha, this me. And both work. They're very different. I think good content will penetrate both. I recorded a podcast with Cody Jensen. It's all uploaded to Simplecast, which is what I use for podcast here. Check it out with my affiliate link. And it's ready to be published, but I was waiting to make this solo episode. I think it's good to balance the solo episode updates on my podcast with the interviews with other creators. So I want that balance to be good. Also, I haven't done a video version in a while. If you're watching this on YouTube, I have a podcast. You could listen to just the audio version. And if you're listening to the audio version on my podcast right now, you can check on my YouTube channel and watch along as I do it. And what's this? How do you like this? A lot of people have said that they like the little illuminating text. I hope it's on this side. Let me know if you like this, if this video is interesting. It's definitely a long one, so it's an update though. I'm going to talk about everything I want to talk about. Hey, fuck off. I'm definitely going a little crazy. I need a water break. Okay. Hot take time. I see people out there doing these 30-day challenges where they have to vlog every day. And sure, it's good to start something difficult and follow through, but I'm not sure that's the most important lesson here or the best use of your time and energy. Instead, my advice for people starting out is to make a video about other people. If you give everything, eventually you'll start to get something back. If you make videos about other people and then share your process for doing so along the way, people will start to care about that process. If I were to make a challenge, I would say make one video about who inspires you and why. If you spend 30 days to plan, shoot, and edit a really dope video, I guarantee you're gonna have more fun, more exposure. You're just gonna get more out of that single video compared to 30 daily vlogs. Then again, it comes down to what you want. If you wanna grow a channel and inspire and build a community, yeah. But if you just wanna make home videos for yourself or your family, sure. Hashtag Kraig Adams Challenge. In other news, I launched the Next Infinity shirt. It's a shirt with me wearing a shirt with Elliot wearing a shirt with me wearing a shirt with me. I should do the challenge. I am going to make a video all about who inspires me and why. And I'm going to do that. I deleted Strava, which is a running app on my phone for tracking and then sharing. It's kind of like a track app and a social media. And I guess I have more conflict with the social media aspect of it. I don't want to exercise to show off that I'm exercising or I ran X amount of miles or like I'm out here sweating or climbing this mountain or like running over this bridge. I just want to exercise and not have to worry about social media for a moment in my life. And the tracking element, I'm thinking, when is that information actually useful to me? I'm not an athlete. I'm not really out here doing that. I just like to run because it's fun. I get to see things and we'll see how long that lasts, right? I have down here networking failures and relationships with other creators in New York City. I love my New York City squad fam, but sometimes it's stressful. Like I'm a very anxious person. I'm very competitive. I'm petty sometimes. I'm extremely narcissistic. narcissist. I don't want to start rumors and talk shit about people to make myself feel better, but I kind of do that sometimes. You don't realize it until you're doing it sometimes, and it's not healthy for sure. I really need to get better at just hoping the best for people. And I need to be a better person. Don't we all? I go through these cycles of being, these are my friends, my social media friends, and I'm only friends with them because they can get me places or help me grow as a creator. And then I'm like, no, that's freaking stupid, Kraig. You need to have actual friends. And the longer a relationship lasts, the more you trust each other and love each other. That's better. Stop being an idiot. But then I'm like, no, stop it. So I need to see a therapist about that for sure. But keeping up to date with my friends' lives without consuming their social media content is a really weird thing that normal people don't have to deal with at all. Like, you can scroll through someone's Facebook to get an idea of what's going on in their life, but some of my friends are posting content and that's what they do. So it's like, how can you be my friend if you don't follow me on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube?
I swear to God, we're friends. Stop.
It's weird, and being in New York City for this long, it just becomes life. And you forget that it doesn't have to be. Micro workshops. This is an idea I've been working on for a while. Like, I've been trying to do coaching workshops and stuff, but I think it's smart to start small, make that work, and then just expand on that success. So I'm hosting a dinner on Saturday. I just posted like $40 tickets. There's 3 seats to a dinner here in Brooklyn. So the 4 of us are just going to meet at this time, this place, and hang out. I don't like conferences. I don't like stuffy lectures. I need to have fun, and I need to know that everyone is having fun. And I think once we feel comfortable, we can teach and grow. And I can learn as much as they can. If we talk back and forth, then I need to hear their problems and their story to help them. So it needs to have a dialogue. And everyone loves food. So why not host dinners, lunches, coffee dates, and brunches wherever I go? I'm traveling a lot, so I think I'm going to start popping these up last minute here and there with limited amount of seats, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so you may have noticed that things have been a little weird the past couple of months. Ever since last summer, there's been a depression, a level of stress, a level of discomfort and franticness that has affected my work and my relationships. And I think this podcast, especially these solo updates, have reached a moment where we can talk, right? It's at the end. You've been listening to me for a while. You've been watching me on YouTube. Hey, let's be real for a minute. I'm leaving New York City, and this is something that I've been working towards for the last 6 months. It's not a burnout. Don't put me in that category. I'm not doing one of those videos, but I tried to become like full nomad. I tried to go out guns blazing with Gothenburg, and I was like, I'm living out of a backpack. Look at me now. And I didn't really know what I was doing at that point, but I've given it enough thought and patience and practice that I feel like I'm ready to finally leave and start this new chapter. I've always been fascinated with organization and efficiency, and that led me into minimalism, but I really think me getting rid of things has been in order to cope and get ready for this new phase of my life where I need to live below my means. I need to feel in control of something because my life is out of control at this point, behind closed doors. And I need to get out, and life is going to be a little messy for me right now. And I need to be alone and dealing with those problems on my own and not letting anyone, suffer those things. I was doing pretty well financially and growing wedding film school 2 years ago, making more than enough money, more money than I'd ever seen. But I was in this apartment alone for over a year. So just think about that rent-wise. I was not in control of my finances. I was not doing books. and I was spending more money than I should have. Gross amounts of money. So I'm in a bit of debt right now, to be honest. This past year has been realizing that I need to be an adult. I've listened to Matt Diavella's story about how he faced a mountain of debt and attacked it head on and got out of it. And it's very inspiring to me, but it's definitely the point where I'm at right now. And like with most things, I want to go through this myself and then share the process more and more once I'm more confident and comfortable doing so that can be a teachable moment to anyone who might go through this on their own in the future. I don't want you to have to feel the stress of not being able to sleep at night for months on an end. Basically, I was very confident with wedding film school. I stopped shooting weddings. I started doing the Kraig channel way more and cut my income almost by half, thinking that I was prepared for it, whereas I was not. So now I'm working through debt. I'm trying to inflate my income. I'm kind of using minimalism as an excuse for cutting expenses and gaining some kind of control over my life and freedom to adapt quickly to changes, to live differently than I've ever lived before. I need to leave New York City. It's way too expensive. And I'm taking back wedding film school because I do need to make some money. I was never taught bookkeeping. I was never taught how to acquire wealth or smart money management. And quite frankly, it's embarrassing. It's finances are probably the cause of most problems in relationships and things, and it's embarrassing to talk about. So this past year, I have felt like a fraud. Like I couldn't stomach the idea of coaching or giving advice to someone when I felt like I had failed so much. So I could really just use a little help right now. It sucks to have to ask for help, but I'm there, you know. It always helps me when I feel like this to help others. Like that helps almost more. So just connect with me. Let me know how things are going. I'd love to help with anything. I'm going to be living out of a backpack and on the road doing lots of different things. So if you want to do something, hang out, go on an adventure, let me know.
Living out of this backpack. I will travel. I'll come and meet you.
I need distractions. I want to do more of these micro workshops so that I can go places, meet other people, listen to you guys, get to know you, make some friends, make some money. I need to keep moving, traveling, shooting videos, recording podcasts, and just living intentionally more so than ever before. So what's next? Monday. New York City, got a little micro conference. Not sure what it is, but we'll definitely be there with my camera. Hope to see you there in New York City at 368. Flying to LA for an event with Sony. Not sure exactly what that is, but it's on Catalina Island off of LA, so that should be a fun old time. A lot of my friends are going there. Super pumped. From LAX, I have a one-way flight to Bangkok, where I'm going to be linking up with a couple other YouTuber friends. And instead of just creating my travel content, I also want to follow around other influential travel creators and document how they create their films and their process. So that's definitely something that I look forward to making. I'm not sure what my plan is, but I will travel around Asia, probably end up in different areas around Thailand and then going to Bali. And then probably coming back to the States, I want to go to Rochester, where I'm going to link up with Curtis and probably do a road trip over to Colorado. Curtis is trying to sign up for the PCT, which is a super long hike out in the Rockies from like Mexico to Canada. So it would be fun to shoot a documentary about that process and help him out as much as possible. Brazil will happen in 2019. But other than that, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to take it a day at a time, but for sure, I'm always going to share it as best as I can with you on this channel. And thank you guys so much for listening to me rant on for an entire hour or however long this is. Geez, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. 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 Thank you.